Blacko, cop new, Rari, tell us I want to rise.
You've been playing 2K all your life. What modes do you play on?
I play everything, team up, my career, my team.
I play my career. I play all-star team up with my friends online. I do fantasy leagues. I do all that. I'm a 2K head.
I play it all.
Really?
I play everything else. When it comes to 2K, I consider myself the guy.
Because Cam said he was the guy.
Yeah, Cam don't play 2K. He just talking.
Is there anything about your appearance that they need to get right in the game?
For sure the smile.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss to the Clippers. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Porter. Terrence Ross is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in the power forward. Here is Ross. After the basket by Oakland on the other end. And it's blocked. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Smooth. Bangs home the trifecta. Smooth's got 5.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass. Barea is a spark plug, and he seems to make his teammates better whenever he's on the floor.
Barea against Jokic. Oakland grabs the miss. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now here's Barea. Here's Kozlov. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Ross on the wing. Fires, high post. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Barea, the pass to Smooth. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Murray finds Porter. And it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oakland on top, up 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Oakland's performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for Oakland. Big can out there with Boss. Then it's Thunder. Then there's Belinelli. And it's Redick in at the shooting guard position. And he makes the first. And so he's able to get one of two. Now Oakland with it. Redick is in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got the lead up to 5 now for Oakland.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
Here's Bazemore, and the shot goes down. Bazemore's got his first basket. Oakland leading by 3. Here's Thunder. Pass to Boss. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Oakland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. At the line for 2. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Here's Morris. 1:10 left now here in the second. To the paint. There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Back to Redick. Drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 6 points.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And there's the pass to Green. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Pass to the great one. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Gordon, and it's blocked. Pass to Barea. Down low, Jokic with the steal. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. That'll do it for the first half. Oakland leads by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And guys, for Oakland, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, they've been great at creating good shots on a consistent basis. It's that simple. You win the game by easier baskets than your opponent. They've been doing that, and a good ball movement, good player movement, and good body movement is the big reason.
And Shaq, your take on Denver.
It's their lack of points in the paint that stood out to me. Their focus on the perimeter. I don't love that plan.
You need to have a presence inside to be an effective offense, you know? Gee, stop shooting jumpers, dude.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at JJ Redick, what a contribution.
And you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Murray in at the point guard position.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Murray tries again, and it's Jokic missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Barea, the pass to Boss. To the inside, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's 7 points for Smooth.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Wide open look here for Murray. Great look, but off the mark. Oakland leading by 8. Here's Boss, and yes, it's good. Boss has got his first points of the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
The first one falls. A different look for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Justice Winslow comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Ross. And Jokic drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And he dunks it down.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Morris inside, and he comes up with the deuce. Here's Thunder. Lets it go with a 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Oakland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Oakland leading by 8. Belinelli is out there with JJ Redick. Then there's Boss. Then it's Thunder. And it's the great one in at the 2-guard spot. And that one drops for him. Boss has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Oakland.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Time called here. Oakland decides to talk it over. They're ahead by 8. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Big Cat is checked in for Thunder. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that break, I heard Oakland's coach talking to his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boss, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
It's the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Ross comes in for Monte Morris. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:09 left in the game. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oakland. Inside.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Oakland.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smooth.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Barea looking for an opening. So it's Oakland picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Ault, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.